To the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and today's Ojibwe language lesson. We're going to go live to the holodeck with Natasha. Take it away, Natasha.
Thank you, NANABOOZHOO. BOOZHOO, Gakina Awia. Hello, everybody. And today I'm standing in our holodeck and gonna use this thing to help teach the Ojibwe language lesson of the day. So, computer, boop boop boop. Please run computer simulation of Dugwagon. Boop, boop, boop. Dugwagon. Autumn. Let's see, I think I have that down here. Dugwagon. Autumn. This is the time of year where the leaves get bright. What day bugga, bright leaves. Sometimes we call this time of year the bright leaves moon. What day bugga Jesus. The leaves start to change because it's Dugwagon. Soon the leaves will fall. And it'll cool off. Dagashi. Cooled by wind. Benakwi. And the leaves will start to fall. Benakwi. We call October Benakwi Jesus. The falling leaves moon. Dugwagon. Autumn. And these have been just a few Ojibwe words of the day. Computer. Boop boop boop. And computer simulation of autumn. Boop boop boop. That's pretty cool. Our next word of the day. Zugipun. It is snowing. And woo, brr. It's going to be winter soon. Computer. Boop boop boop. Please run a simulation of winter. Boop boop boop. Oh, brr. Oh, it's really cold out here. Get your gisana. It is cold. Because baboon, it's winter. It is snowing. Zugipun. It is snowing. And Ningikaj. I am cold. Oh, brr, baboon, winter. Gisana, it is cold. Zugipun, it is snowing. Gosh, I'm cold. Okay, computer, that's enough of that. End computer simulation of winter, please. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, wow. All right. Next up, we have, let me see. What do we have? Ziguan. After winter, we come to spring. Computer, please run computer holographic simulation of spring. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, in Ziguan, it gets pretty again. The butterflies return. Mamangwag, butterflies in the spring. A big one. A flower. Ziguan, spring. All right. And computer, please end holographic computer simulation of spring, if you would. Boop, boop, boop. And finally, what's that leave? I think that leaves summer. Oh, it's just little summer. Let me fix that. Nibin, summer. Nibin, what can you say? Computer, can you run a simulation of us being out by the lake in the summer? I know in the summers I like to hang out by the lake. Zaga Egun. Computer, boop boop boop. Make it so. Boop 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 boop. Yeah, like this. Summertime, summertime, summertime. Nibin, summer. You can come out to the lake, go fishing, go swimming, do what you like. On the Zaga Egun on the lake. And these have been just a few of the Ojibwe phrases of the day. Computer and summertime computer program. Boop boop boop. Computer, please call NanaBOOZHOO. Boop 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 boop. Beep, 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 beep.
Bonjour.
Hi, sweetie.
Well, hi, honey. You ready to come back home?
Yeah, well, I'm home. I'm in the holodeck.
Oh, right. Do you want me to teleport you back up here?
Yeah, would you mind?
Not at all. Hang on. That's 1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1.
Okay, hang on. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. And I once was lost, but now I am found. I was blind, but now I see.
When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them. He said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy."
When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Ape Inge. Amen. Oh wow, that was really good, Natasha. You too, Michael. Thanks. Hey, there she is.
Well, hi.
Hi. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Hoka hey, BOOZHOO, everybody. BOOZHOO, BOOZHOO crew, yeah, yeah. What? Oh, you're just cute. Nah, get out of here. What's going on? Anine, Ayan, how are you? No, really, I want to know. You ever notice that whenever Joe Biden says anything, he always has to follow it up with, no, really, no joke. I mean it. I'm serious. How are you? I want to know how many people here tonight. Are you doing Paul Stanley again? Yeah, I got a question for y'all. How many people here like to rock and roll? Well, a few people like to rock and roll. Like you say you like to rock and roll. Get on your feet. No. Anyway, so yeah. It's a beautiful, well, it's not really that, well, it's pretty beautiful, I guess. Anima Gisha Good. Prayer Day. Did we update date today, sweetie? I don't think so. No, we didn't. Yesterday was Gazibiki Saginage Gisha Good. It's floor washing day. But today is Anima Gisha Good. It's the prayer day. So I thought it was cool that we played the that thing with Michael. Michael, you're such a good guitar player. Hey, thanks, Natasha. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons, the guitar player. Yeah, but I love that Amazing Grace and the Lord's Prayer. Yeah, they really go to well together, don't they? They do. If there's any heathens here today, if there's any godless savages, that was the Lord's Prayer we just sang. And that's from the Gagikwe Mazina Igun. That's from the Preach Book. That's from the Bible. The Bible. Bible. And today, in a little while, NanaBOOZHOO and I'll get together, put on our Sunday best. I'm just wearing this. You're going to wear that to church? Yeah, what's wrong with this? You're supposed to dress up. Church is a time to dress up in your good clothes and then go worship. Jesus didn't dress up. Yeah, well, Jesus was a long-haired, greasy hippie. How dare you? He wore sandals. I don't think Mr. Hacky Sack himself. No. Yeah, you can wear that. I'm probably going to wear this. But Sunday we go to Mukam Bible. Hey, actually, we still have Mukam on from yesterday, don't we? I think we might. Mukam is a sunrise, as opposed to Bungishimo, which is a sunset. But we'll put on our shoes. Michael, you gonna pack up the laptop so you can film it? Yep. Michael films the church service on Sundays and posts that on Facebook. Come over to the Muka Facebook page later this morning, and you can watch a church service from Muka Bible Chapel. Last of the great little res churches. You want to talk about res churches? Yeah. Not a lot of people know about this outside of Indian country. But Christianity is used to be a big deal among reservations. There's more churches than there are sweat lodges on the reservation now. But one of the things people forget about Anishinaabe culture, this is my little two cents worth of Anishinaabe culture. You know how we're always talking about this is a show about Ojibwe language and culture? Yeah. Well, the culture part, sometimes I think we need to explain what we mean by that. What do you mean by culture? Culture, the best description I ever heard of, or definition of what culture is it's the way we do things around here. That's your culture. You know, some people are like, oh, culture, it's prayer and smudging and whatnot. But culture can just be how you do it. Around here, the culture is to start your morning with a cup of coffee. We boil water, strain it through some beans from Colombia. I'd like to say miigwech to the Colombians for my cup of coffee. The good-looking natives. Is that what you think Colombians are? Yeah. I think Colombians and Blackfeet are like the good-looking Indians. What about Ojibways? Ugh. No, thank you. Nah, I'm just kidding. So culture is just the way we do things. And after the boarding school era, I mean, there was never really a date where they said, okay, boarding school started on this date and ended on this date. I mean, Flandreau Indian boarding school is still a school. And do kids live there? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think Haskell's still a school. Yep. But the thing is, our grandparents and great-grandparents, our ancestors, our Indian ancestors are always talking about. And they say, honor the ancestors. Honor the cultural ways of your ancestors. And a lot of people want to think, yeah, okay, behave like Sitting Bull. Or, Geronimo. Wait, you want me to join the Wild Bill's Wild West? What's this guy's name? Buffalo Bill? Yeah, Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. No thanks. But most of our ancestors, after they went through the boarding school era, they became Christian, right? And then they taught their children Christianity. My grandmother was a boarding school survivor and a Bible-thumping evangelical Baptist church lady. She read her Bible, she said her prayers, she said grace. She went to church and she sang the hymns. She loved all that. She loved weddings, funerals, anything that had to do with church. Oh, church Sunday picnic. Ooh, But, she was, she wasn't born into Christianity. She picked that up at boarding school. She became a Christian at the Flandreau Indian boarding school. That was part of the education, right? So now we're talking, it's the 1930s and 40s by the time most of our ancestors are converted to Christianity. Benny used to talk about how the powwows were almost non-existent. Nobody went to powwows in the 50s and 60s. There's no such thing. There were still people singing the old songs and people had drums and gatherings and whatnot. But it wasn't until the American Indian movement of the early 1970s that the powwows came back. Back in the days of the grandfathers, powwows were like you say, Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, which went to England and stuff. They toured all through the country, showing off cowboys and Indians. They had a grand entry. They had dancers. They had giveaways. They probably had fry bread, But it wasn't until the American Indian movement came in and said, hey, let's start having powwows, right here at the reservation. We could invite our non-Indian friends over for some fry bread tacos. Yeah. But so part of, I guess my point, what I'm trying to make, part of Indian culture is worship of Jesus. There's a lot of Indian people I know. I'm looking at you, Smith Indian family. That are, really on fire for Jesus type Indians. And they're just as Indian as anybody. You don't stop being an Indian just because you become a Christian. So part of our culture that we're sharing on our show is my grandmother's culture and a lot of reservation Christians' culture. It has to do with Jesus and Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. Michael, did you know why the Baptist Church outlawed premarital sex?
Why?
Because they said it might lead to dancing. Here's a song about dancing. This is me and Michael. And the song is called Let's Dance. Oh. Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Let's dance to the song they're playing on the radio. Let's sway while color lights up your face. Let's sway, sway through the crowd to an empty space. And if you say run, I'll run with you. And if you say hide, we'll hide. Because my love for you would break my heart in two. If you should fall into my arms and tremble like a flower, let's dance for fear your grace should fall. Let's dance for fear tonight is all. Let's sway, you could look into my eyes. Let's sway under the moonlight, the serious moonlight. And if you say run, I'll run with you. And if you say hide, we'll hide. Because my love for you would break my heart in two. If you should fall into my arms and tremble like a flower, let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance. Okay then. If you two are done holding each other, hey, ladies and gentlemen, Natasha and the suspicious Michael Lyons. Oh, suspicious. I don't like it, man. That's not your place. In my culture, you don't dance with another man's woman. Hey! Your culture. What's your culture? The traditional Indians. We owned our women. Get out of here. Let's dance. Hoka hey, hoka hey. What's going on here, sweetie? I don't know what your problem is. How you doing? Boozhoo. Nanaboozhoo Nindijanakaz. Nanaboozhoo is my name. And Laughter's my game, sweetie. Is it really? Not really. I'm going to turn up the volume on the fireplace a little bit. There we go. So, what are we talking about today? We're talking about Ojibwe culture and Christianity. Oh, okay, here we go. The question is the Vision Quest ultimately is there any difference between the shaking tent ceremony and a Ouija board? What? Yeah, that's my question today for the BOOZHOO crew. Oh, Leah, let's go have a traditional ceremony. I'm going out to shaking tent. I'm so day we win that way. All right, great. Now we're talking to spirits. What? What's a spirit? Manadoog. This is what I know. And Wally Bear, I'm not going to fall for one of your jokes. You're too dirty. What do you ask? Wally Bear goes, hey, Mr. BOOZHOO, what's red and smells like blue paint? I'm afraid to ask. Okay, Wally Bear, what's red and smells like blue paint? And this better not be a sex joke. It's a children's show. It's bad enough we were talking about balls yesterday. Hey! But, ooh, blue paint. Red paint. What? What's red and smells like blue paint? Any idea, sweetie? I have no idea. Michael? Beats me. What's with Nanaboozhoo lately, asks MJ. You know what is with me? I don't know, I'm in a weird mood. I guess you have to be a little more specific. What's with you? It's just so general. What's with you anyway? Oh, I should explain. I'm drinking coffee. What's with you anyway? Friendship has red and blue hearts. Oh, red and blue. That's everything. There's red if you're a Republican, blue if you're a Democrat. Baby girls wear pink, baby boys wear baby blue. And together, red and blue make purple. So that's why purple is the color of royalty. You know, you got your kings and queens, they're purple. But then they let you pretend, oh, are you conservative? Well, then you're red. Oh, you're liberal? Then you're blue. They're just trying to divide the kingdom, sweetie. That's what it sounds like to me. Sharilis is here. Well, BOOZHOO, Sharilis. Me no giga shabe. Sharilis says, Balls is a great album by Pat Travers and Carmen Apiece. Balls, sweetie. Quit swearing. It's not a swear word. What do you want me to say? Testicles? Don't say that either. Why don't you grow a pair already? Hey, leave me alone. Mindy Moya is here, sweetie. All right. BOOZHOO, Mindy Moya. But, anyway, so what were we talking about? Oh, spirits. Manadoog. Spirits. Maji Manadoog are known as evil spirits. They're the bad spirits. What is that? Is that the same evil spirit from Christianity? Are we talking Satan stuff here? I'm afraid to go to any of those hardcore shaking tent ceremonies and that. I don't want to see a spirit. You don't? No way, man. I'd be afraid. I'm not going to play with a Ouija board. Everyone's like, oh, it's fun. Let's all get together. We'll play with a Ouija board and we can talk to spirits. And everyone thinks, oh, I'm going to talk to, the ghost of Prince or something. It's like, no, Prince is not going to come to your little cabin and talk to you. It's going to be a demon, man. It's going to be a manji manadug. But here's the difference people forget. There are spirits and there's a soul, Ojibwe. Some people think the word Ojibwe has something to do with Ojibwe, the spirit. Yeah, I've heard that. Like we're breathing spirits or something, or people of spirit. Yeah. We're the soul men. Speaking of which, where's Brian, the soul man, been? I don't know. He's a soul man. Do 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 do. But yeah. I don't know. Have you ever had any paranormal experiences? You ever seen a ghost or spoke to a spirit? Not really. I saw some weird stuff in a sweat once. What'd you see? Little blue sparks flying around. I don't know what it was. Blue sparks? Did you think they were spirits? Kind of did. Yeah. I've had some weird dreams. You too, huh? Yeah, I've had a few weird dreams. I don't remember my dreams that well though. Yeah, I can't remember my dreams very well either. I know I dream all night long, but then as soon as I wake up, I forget them. But I've had a couple of weird dreams. What about like when you have a dream where somebody who passed away comes back? You ever have that? Yeah, I've had dreams where my grandmother came back to visit me. Yeah, that's how Indian people always think of it. Oh, my grandmother visited me in a dream. You don't just have a dream of your grandma. It's like your grandma came in spirit form to check in on you. How you doing? You still sleeping? You still having REM sleep? I'm your grandma. I just wanted to check and say hi. But that's always what my dreams are kind of like. When I see somebody, they feel different. I had a really weird dream with my high school buddy Lenny. It was kind of disturbing, actually. Oh, really? Yeah. Because I had seen him, and he was at a place that was neither inside or outside. And it was like there was a huge tree, a bunch of people around. Lenny's showing me around. He's older now. I hadn't seen him in like 20 years or something. But he was, 20 years older in the dream. Hair was longer. And he was kind of a big deal down there. Everybody, you could tell he was sort of the elder of the group. There were a bunch of young people and they're having a party. That's what it was. And I remember telling him, oh, no, I don't drink anymore. But, gee, maybe I should since I'm with you. I was gonna fall off the wagon in the dream. And there's all these crazy people around and it's very dark. In fact, so there's a huge tree that people are kind of mulling around, and the tree is either inside or like the building is kind of built around the tree or something. I know this sounds stupid because it's dream talk, but I didn't want to say what happened next. Something disturbing happened where everybody all together like just degenerated into some thing I don't want to talk about. And I was like, Lenny, what's going on here? And he's like, come on, man. And when I woke up, I remember thinking, did I just visit hell? Is Lenny in hell? No, Lenny's not in hell. But, I didn't, it probably was just a nightmare. But I don't know. But how can you tell when it's a spiritual dream or when it's just a dream? Are you having a dream with grandma or did grandma come visit you in a dream? If I can remember my dreams, they always feel like they're more than dreams. I think the dreams are just dreams I don't even remember. Anyway. So, sweetie, Yeah? You got a call on line 2.
Line 2. All right. Hello, caller. Welcome to the Sunday Prayer Day episode of BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air.
Hey, NANABOOZHOO, how's it going? It's me, the Pope.
Oh, hey, Pope Francis, sweetie, it's the Pope.
Well, hi, Pope Francis. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Just getting my notes together. I gotta give a speech today.
You're giving a speech?
Yeah, man, it's Sunday. I gotta give my Sunday mass. I'm gonna go out there and talk about God, talk about Jesus, talk about you better be good. And then, afterwards, maybe have some communion, gonna drink some wine, gonna smoke a cigarette. It's a Sunday.
Okay. What can I do for you today?
Well, I was watching your show, just sitting here drinking some wine, watching your show. And I was like, hey, man, that guy, he's got a lot of good questions. I wonder about that, too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, man. Dreams. What are dreams?
Nobody knows.
What does science say dreams are?
Who cares what science says dreams are? They don't know either. Something that happens in your brain, apparently. Or maybe your soul leaves you. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't believe in a soul.
You don't believe in a soul?
No, I'm an atheist.
How can you be an atheist? You're the Pope.
Yeah, well, I gotta have a job. I got bills, but I don't believe in all that mumbo jumbo.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, live and let live, I say. I'm not one here to tell people what to believe. That's the other thing. That's what people get wrong about spiritual seekers, I mean, there are people, I think we call them Mormons, who want to, come to your door and say, hey, have you heard about Jesus? Guess what? There's a heaven and you're going to be okay if you're nice. I could care less if people, I'm not here to save anybody's soul. More room in heaven for me, that's what I say. Anyway, how's everything else going in your life? Are you dating again?
No, they don't let me date, man. I gotta just sit here and smoke my cigarettes.
They don't let you date. That's stupid.
Yeah, man. I just want to meet a nice girl, get married, settle down.
Yeah, well, that would be blasphemous.
What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean. All right, Pope, I'm going to let you go.
Hey, how you say goodbye in Ojibwe?
Well, in Ojibwe, we don't say goodbye. We say, I will see you again. Gigawaba min, mina wa.
Well, gigawaba min, mina wa, NANABOOZHOO.
You too, Pope. Thanks for calling in.
Gigawaba min, mina wa, Pope. You too, Natasha.
See you later. See you later. I will see you again, Pope. Well, that was nice. He called in.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably busy on Sundays.
I would think so. I mean, I think they do their stuff on Sundays, right? I don't know. Wally Bear says, fighting a losing battle, pretending to win, repenting to wholly unknown, pretending to sin. Oh, cool. All I do is hide the wounds where blood just won't congeal. Couldn't ever take my soul, 'cause isn't there to steal. Oh, wow. I know Wally Bear is probably quoting a song.
Yeah.
But that's a cool poem. Nicely done, Wally Bear. Wally's got no soul to steal. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was something in line far behind. I don't know that song. And I can never remember. There's certain things I can never talk about because I can't remember their names.
What do you mean?
Like the original guy who apparently sold his soul to the devil to become the greatest blues guitarist of all time. He's got a normal guy name like John Brown or Jim something. And everybody knows him but me. But apparently that Devil Went Down to Georgia song,
Yeah.
that's all based on this dude, that Paul Stanley. This is how much I know about him. He was from the Delta, whatever, down south. Blues guitarist. He went to the Crossroads. He might have even had a song called Crossroads. There was a movie with Ralph Macchio and Steve Vai, kind of about it, called The Crossroads. And John Brown, thank you, Wally Bear. Willie Brown.
Willie Brown. Thank you, Wally Bear.
I can never remember his name. Willie Brown. Story goes, Willie Brown went to the Crossroads at midnight with his guitar. And he wanted to be a great guitarist. And a man showed up, the devil. He said, listen, I will make you the greatest guitar player and a name no one will ever forget. But you got to sign on this contract. I'll trade it to you for your soul. You'll have everything you want in this life. Fame, riches, women, whatever. Talent. But when you die, I get your soul. And Willie Brown goes, yeah, okay. Next day, he goes back to his friends with its... Oh, and apparently the devil retuned his guitar. So next day he shows up and he can play amazing, better than anyone. And the day before he was terrible. And Willie Brown, they say, sold his soul to the devil for his abilities. Wally Bear says he was a harmonica player, not a guitar. Oh, really? Well, that changes everything. Harmonica. Who can't play harmonica? But I always thought it was kind of cryptic. No, he was a guitar player. There's a famous picture of him holding a guitar. Maybe it's not Willie Brown I'm thinking of. I could probably almost find a picture of Paul Stanley's... Paul Stanley, one of the few paintings he did of somebody else that wasn't a member of KISS.
Yeah.
I had what I thought was Willie Brown. Oh, but you're right, Wally Bear. In the movie, he plays harmonica. I don't know. I think he played guitar, too. Wally Bear says, Steve Vai is rumored to have sold his soul. Well, that's where I'm finally arriving at. I almost think you have to sell your soul to become rich and famous. You get on YouTube and there's so many amazing musicians you've never heard of that are half my age and twice the guitar player I'll ever be. But they're not that good. Or they're not that famous. They're great. But yeah, Steve Vai. I mean, all the rock stars. Not Paul Stanley, but I think Gene Simmons sold his soul to the devil. Ozzy Osbourne. On and on. John Denver.
John Denver?
Yeah. Oh, John Denver's a huge Satanist. Let me see. Do I have that picture? Yeah, I mean, just look at him. Satan. If Satan came to Earth, he'd probably make himself look like this and sing all pretty and stuff so nobody would know. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go.
I'm standing here outside your door.
I hate to sell my soul to write these songs,
but I sold my soul to the devil.
Now I'm a huge music star.
Oh, how I wish I'd never sold my soul.
Maybe that's why he drank so much. He probably had demons. It's literally, he had demons in his body because he sold his soul to write songs like, what's a John Denver song?
Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Like music to my ears.
Like music?
Sunshine in my eyes can make me blind. Sunshine almost always gets me high. Maybe he had sunshine in his eyes the day he was flying his plane drunk, and then he crashed it.
You think he just had sunshine in his eyes?
Yeah, it made him blind. That, and he drunk himself blind.
To the sound of old T-Rex.
Oh, to the sound of old T-Rex.
And it's best. And who's best?
Name that song.
Who's better, you better, you bet.
Ooh la la. You better, you better, you bet. When I say I love you, say you better.
You better, you better, you bet.
John Denver sold his soul.
You better, you bet.
Do you think John Denver was a Freemason?
Oh, for sure.
Was he part of the Illuminati?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sweetie, we better cut this show short. I still got to brush my teeth and pack up this stuff.
Okay.
But you know what? Let's leave them with a song. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Right. That's what I want. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. And, what? You can announce the people. All right. This is Michael Lyons. Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching. This is Natasha.
Miigwech Bizadawieg. Thank you for listening.
And I am NANABOOZHOO. And here's a song by the three of us called Speed Trap Town. Miigwech Bizadawieg. Thank you for listening. She said it's none of my business, but it breaks my heart. Dropped a dozen cheap roses in my shopping cart. Made it out to the truck without breaking down. Everybody knows you in a speed trap town. And it's a Thursday night, but there's a high school game. Sneak a bottle up the bleachers and forget my name. And these 5A bastards run a shallow cross. It's a boy's last dream and a man's first loss. It never did occur to me to leave till tonight, when there's no one left to ask if I'm alright. I'll sleep until I'm straight enough to drive, then decide if there's anything that can't be left behind. Doctor said Daddy couldn't make it a year, but the holidays are over and he's still here. How long can they keep you in the ICU? Veins through the skin like a faded tattoo. He was a tough state trooper till a decade back, when that girl who was a mama caused his heart attack. It never did occur to me to leave till the night when I realized he'll never be alright. I signed my name and I said my last goodbye,
and decide that there's nothing left that can't be left behind. The road got blurry when the sun came up, so I slept a couple hours in my pickup truck. Had a cup of coffee at an Indian mound, 1,000 miles away from that speed trap town. Never did occur to me to leave. It never did